Gotta love the rainy days. Drip, drip, drop, drop. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. If not, let's make it better. Big shout out to all the graduates. Big shout out to the pre-K graduates, kindergarten graduates, middle school graduates, high school graduates, college graduates, all the graduates. I hope everyone is doing well. We're gonna do something cool today, making a lid for this tazo since the humidity is way too high. I'm sweating, it's hot. It's above 70%, so I don't like to spray when it's over 50% because the booth is not climate controlled, so I take advantage and I do other stuff. So let me show you what's going on with the truck. I'm just waiting to hear back from the owner to see what we're gonna do with that cab corner, because we dug into it a little more and it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's really, really bad. And the MR2 is just sitting and waiting, got the hood and the engine cover waiting for paint, but like I said, just too humid to spray today. So we're gonna work on a cover for this thing. This is my father-in-law's tazo. So let me show you what we got going on here. Got some flat bar and a piece of sheet metal. We'll be using the plasma cutter to cut the sheet metal for the lid, and we'll be using some cutoff wheels to cut this for the edge here. So let's do it. So here I go using the brake to try to get the bend going in the flat bar that I'm going to be using for the base. I really do need to invest in a slip roll beater, whatever you call it, slip and roll bead for rolling metal to start getting some easier bends, but hey, got to work with what you got. One piece of the flat bar wouldn't be enough to cover the total circumference of that circle for the lid, so I'm having to add a second piece. So here I am cutting it to length, and I'm just going to clean up the edges, get it ready for some welding. And here I go combining the two pieces so it'll cover the total circumference of the circle for the lid, and I just added a piece of metal in between them to kind of join them. And I didn't make a guide, I just free-handed the plasma cutter on the sheet metal to cut out the circle to be the top of the lid, and this is what it looked like when I was done cutting it out. So now I'll just go have to weld it onto the piece that's going to be, and here I go showing you I just left some extra on the edge so I have plenty of material to weld. I can sit it on top of the ring and kind of grind away extra material. So here we go, this is going to be the base, boom, just like that. Gonna weld it together, and then I'll have a handle right here. All right, so here it is. I took that flat bar, bent it so it's gonna sit, cut this out of that sheet metal, welded it all. It's not perfect, I get it's not perfect, this isn't a machine cut, but I'm gonna come back and grind everything smooth, and then I'll fabricate a handle. Pretty cool. From scratch. Not too shabby. So here's some of that extra material I was talking about. I would love to use a flap disc. Here's a used flap disc, but don't forget about these grinding wheels, because this is used to really remove extra material. Like right here, check it out. I'm gonna grind away and actually shape with that grinding wheel down to the, you know, the circle, not where any metal's sticking out, nothing's going to be jagged. I want it to be as smooth as possible. And now I'm going to go ahead and line up to the radius, this little handle that I fabricated, because the radius goes halfway to the middle of the circle, and that's where we want the handle to be. My buddy Alex is in the back working on some motorcycle parts. I got another video coming out to show you how those turned out. So here we go. I just used a couple of bolts, nuts that I had lying around, and I'm welding them down to the top. And we will get everything welded in place here. So that way my father-in-law can have a handle to take the lid on and off. And check it out. This is the final result. I think we're gonna leave it bare metal, not to leave it painted. This is what it looked like with the handle mounted on. Everything's really smooth. Is it perfect? No. Is it gonna work? Yes. Does it look cool? Yeah, not bad, not bad. It's heavy. It's heavy duty. It's gonna do exactly what it's supposed to do. I love being challenged and building stuff that I'm not used to making and being challenged by that. Love it. And here is that cab corner I was telling you about. This was all hidden under body filler. Whoever worked on this thing last just smothered it in body filler. And so I finally heard back from the owner. He said it is a green light, go to fix it. So on the next video working on the truck, we'll be addressing this. And just like anything else, I mean, there's stuff that keeps me busy, and there's things getting overgrown, and I gotta maintain and cut and take care of stuff. So here I go cutting. My dad, you know, when he comes around, I always love when he comes around because he's a real quiet man. He's very old school, very to himself. So whenever he asks me to help him with something, I am jumping at the opportunity to do it. Love spending time with him. Even though he can be super quiet and super reserved, it's all good. He ended up using this tractor to do one pass out in the front there before I hit it with the weed eater, and ended up making it look like this. So got it cut nice and short because we don't want to get bit by snakes, and we don't want snakes crawling up our shorts when we're laying under the car. That would be terrible. So just like anything else, staying busy, and also finishing polishing on the MR2. Here I'm doing some wet sanding on the passenger rear quarter panel to polish. The car is looking fantastic. I cannot wait to finish spraying the last pieces for this thing. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to load it on the trailer and drive it back to the owner and get it in his hands. I really want to see his reaction. I'm excited for that. Very excited for that. And always a big shout out to my brother-in-law Daniel-san for the beats.